the Chicago Bulls.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Indiana wins the tip. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Teague and Monte are the guard set. George and Young are the forwards. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Ellis. Clock at 6. Here's George. Misses the step-back jump shot. Here's Chicago. A baseline J. Ellis with some nice D. Chicago on defense, and Young kicks to T. Here's Turner. Missed inside. Harper with the ball. To the inside. Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Now, here is George. Pippen with the steal. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Harper. Jordan the screen. Pippen dishes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Teague can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Longley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, George. Turner with the screen. Fires top of the key. Jump shot is good.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
And here is Harper. Pass to Rodman. 14 feet away. Outside for Jordan. To the middle. Harper's shot's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
Turner with a screen on Jordan. Takes a 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by T.
And, you know, you like that about Young. His ability to stretch out a team if they don't respect his three-point shot.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Inside. The shot by Rodman, no good. Pacers trailed by 3. George passes to Teague. George against Pippen. And Teague, here we go. Jordan against Ellis. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Rodman sends a screen. Outside Harper. Here's Jordan. The rebound by Turner. And here's Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only look at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Here's T. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. The feed now to George. Ellis kicks to Turner. Indiana moving it around. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George. Absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
Now here's Pippen. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Rodman sends a screen. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Right side Rodman. Outside Pippen. The rebound by Monte Ellis.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Feeds it to T. And stolen by Jordan. Indiana leading. T kicks to Turner. It's Ellis on the wing. There's the dish to Turner. Outside, George. Kicks to T. Clock at 6. Charity stripe shot. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Al Jefferson's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Ellis kicks to George. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The pass to Rodman. And here's Longley. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Now, here's Miles. Here's Robinson. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chicago leading. Let's send it over to
Hope everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the stream.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Brooks. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Here's Stevenson. Kukoc with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Here's Simpkins. Back to Kukoc. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Kukoc has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jefferson dishes to Stevenson. Kukoc with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Simpkins. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Jefferson, that's good.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
Kerr, the pass to Jordan. Back to Kerr. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Brooks. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Kukoc. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Kukoc. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket. There's the pick. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Really left alone that time. Kukoc just got 6.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Brooks. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Gregory, the pass to Wennington. He feeds it to Kerr. Here's Wennington. Brooks covering. Pass to Kerr. He dishes it to Kukoc. Goes up from the top of the key. The Bulls keep it alive. Passes it to Kerr. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Wennington. He kicks it to Kukoc. Pass to Wennington. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now Stevenson. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 8. And whoop. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Pippen. Tony Kukoc is out there with Rodman. Then it's Simpkins. And it's Gregory in at the 1. They get it back. Young lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 5.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
Here's Simpkins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That one is off. The Pacers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Pacers trailed by 9. Ellis outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Left side, George. 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Jefferson. It's deflected. It's Pippen on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. From deep, George. Here's Jefferson. Soft touch off the glass.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And there's the feed to Rodman. There's a screen. Here's Pippen with the finger roll, the graceful finish from Scottie Pippen.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Jefferson's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Kukoc against George. Kukoc kicks to Pippen, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Come on, give it to him.
Feeds to Kukoc. Harper dishes to Kukoc. Longley down low, defended by Jefferson. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Pippen, no up. Pacers trail by 13. Ellis kicks to Young. Young sets a screen for George. Off the pick, and it's George finishing it off.
Hey, you almost can get an assist when you set a screen like that one Thaddeus Young did, because the screen was so good, the shot was easy for his teammate.
It's Pippen on the wing. Outside, Kukoc. Here's Harper. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Harper's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating on-court injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it put everything in perspective, that this game can be gone at any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now. Evan?
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you. The Bulls have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Pippen. And both free throws good for Pippen.
We've seen Scottie Pippen doing his thing. He has 8 points and 2 steals as well.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assist.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
Count it. 6 points for Al Jefferson.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
The dish to Pippen. Back to Harper. And he slams it one-handed.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Chicago. Indiana also making some changes. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Monte Ellis. Stevenson passes to Miles, and that's collected by Longley. The Bulls leading by 13. Inside, and then Rodman with the dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
It's stolen by Rodman. Teague against Harper. Screen by Longley. Kicks it to Pippen. Lets the three fly. And that one is off. And Indiana will come the other way. Stevenson kicks to Teague. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. George with no one around. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists now in this one. Jordan kicks to Harper. Pass to Pippen. Shoots from the baseline, and the jumper is good. Pippen's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Teague dishes to Jefferson. And here's George for 3. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
George with the screen on Jordan.
Welcome Armored Application
Here's Teague. And he drops it in from the low post.
And Teague just so creative in how he finishes around tough D when it's thrown his way.
Harper kicks to Rodman. The 11-footer. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Rodman. Rodman's got 4 assists now tonight. Teague, the pass to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Now, here's Miles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. That doesn't go either for George.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Jordan kicks to Rodman. Down low. The turnaround Jay. Longley. That shot off. Jefferson with some nice D. Pacers trailed by 16. Stevenson outside. Jefferson kicks to Miles. To the paint. Wants to get it to Stevenson and does. And that one drops.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:42 left in the first half of basketball. To the middle. It's deflected. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Brooks. From past the arc. The rebound by Simpkins. Chicago leading by 14. Jordan with it. 10 points for him. Passes it to Simpkins. Here's Stevenson. Out to Brooks. He feeds it to Stevenson. Turner with a screen on Kerr. Stevenson dishes to Turner. No good from outside. Turner's gone 2 for 5 tonight. And again, Chicago, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Turner with a screen for Stevenson. Jumper off the screen. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Miles.
Yeah, Miles is, he's really clever off of screens. I mean, takes advantage when the defense is scrambling after the pick.
There's the pick. Up off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
1 second left, and that concludes the first half. It's the Bulls leading by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Looking at the game for Jordan. He has 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
On the court for Indiana, George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Monte are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The offensive rebound, Pippen. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
2 shots.
Nice to meet you. I'm Pick-You.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Pippen. Pacers trail by 16. Outside, George to the inside. Out to Turner. Back to Ellis. Shoots. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Boy, give Ellis credit for maintaining his focus at all times. I mean, there's not much the defense can do to distract him, to bother him, to disrupt him from getting a high percentage shot.
And finished off by Longley.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Young, a screen on Jordan.
That's his second personal foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Ellis can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Harper. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Screen by Ellis. On the wing, George. Six to shoot. Over in the corner, Turner. That 3 off the mark.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he could continue to get looks like that.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Shots good from Young.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Time call
Time
here.
out.
Indiana
Time
decides
out.
to talk it over.
Start it.
Poked away, out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Teague kicks to Turner. Back to Teague. On the wing, Turner, covered by Long.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the pass to Kukoc. Back to Jordan. Shoots from the high post. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Turner. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Turner's got 6.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Outside Harper. Rodman sends a screen. 3-pointer. And the Bulls get it back. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Rodman sends a screen. Kukoc passes to Longley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. Here's Harper. Another miss by Harper. Pacers trail by 14. Here's George. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 13.
George doesn't mind taking advantage of every chance to knock down the mid-range jump shot.
Knocked away. Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Teague dishes to Young. The 3 from George. George missing again. The Bulls leading by 14. Outside Jordan. Teague against Harper. Shot clock at 6. Kukoc passes to Longley. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ellis kicks to Young. Indiana moving it around. Simpkins, he's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Harper. Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Indiana. On defense, Chicago. Here's Jefferson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jefferson's got 8 points.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Outside, Rodman. Inside, he's looking for Jordan and finds him. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball.
I'm hungry.
Tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Screen by Jefferson. Ellis kicks to Brooks. He dishes it to Young. Outside Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Young passes to Ellis. The feed to Brooks. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten, but I mean, what a pair of back-to-back performances we're seeing. Awesome.
Goes back up, and it's Jefferson laying it in. Jefferson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Kerr dishes to Kukoc. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
George, no good.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And here's Kerr. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He kicks to Kukoc. To the middle. Here's Simpkins. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Out to Brooks. From outside the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brooks has got 5.
Yeah, nice unselfishness by George, zipping the ball to one of his guys as soon as he sees him open to get the shot off.
Jordan kicks to Kerr. There's the pick. Ring shot on the way. Here's Simpkins. A second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Young. Robinson comes in for George. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Ellis. Out of Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Pacers on defense. 15-point game. 1:52 left here in the third quarter. Simpkins tips it back in. Simpkins got 6 here in this quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Miles, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Miles has got his second bucket.
Well, when you give Miles space to roam near the rim, he's going to finish inside with a variety of moves.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Tony Kukoc in this one, he has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Bulls making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in for Jefferson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Indiana. There's a minute left in the third. Outside, Kukoc. They set the pick. Pass to Wennington. Prager, Teague covering. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Robinson. And Turner kicks to Miles. Feeds to Robinson. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Turner's got 8 points.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
The dish to Pippen. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 15.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
And as we end the third quarter, a double digit. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Pacers trailed by 18. We've got Kukoc. He's out there with Pippen. Bill Wennington out there with Kerr. And it's Gregory in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Stevenson on the money from 12 feet away. Stevenson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Indiana. To the inside, Wennington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Stevenson kicks to Miles. Outside Robinson. Teague for 3. Kukoc grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Teague. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Stevenson, a screen on Pippen. Teague, the pass to Turner. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
It's been a good night for Turner. He has 8 points. He has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
The Bulls leading by 17. Harper kicks to Pippen. Back to Harper. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Pacers trail by 17. Ellis outside. Kicks to Turner. Outside Teague. Back to Turner. Off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And Jordan has it in the corner. Back to Harper. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Longley. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Teague. Pass to Turner. It's tipped. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Harper. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And that one falls for Harper. The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in, and he can't hit the second. Pacers trail by 16, and Young kicks to Ellis. Back to Young. Screen by Ellis. Indiana moving the ball around. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Teague. And it's 9 points for Thaddeus Young.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Here's Ellis. There's the pick. Young, a screen on Harper. And Teague has it in the corner. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
Right side, Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, you got to give Ellis props for hustling on defense the way he does. I mean, he really gets into shooters.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from George.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Rodman sends a screen. Pippen with it. George picks him up. Pippen the pass to Longley. Left side, Rodman. Young with the steal. Dishes to Ellis. Passes it to Turner. Screen by Ellis. And George kicks to Turner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harper dishes to Jordan. Rodman sends a screen. Pippen the pass to Longley. Back to Pippen. From past the arc. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Turner with a screen for T. Outside Turner from downtown. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. Inside, Longley passes to Jordan, and he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 22 points. Now T. Young outside. There's a good screen. George fires. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to San Antonio. And the call will be against Jeff T. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. A nice shot by Jordan. Pacers trailed by 17. Teague kicks to Jefferson. Outside, George. It's Ellis on the wing. Teague left side. Shot clock at 6. Jefferson dishes to George. George missing again. The Bulls leading by 17. Harper with the ball. He feeds it to Rodman. Michael Jordan on the wing. 13 feet away. Doesn't. Go that time. Ellis with some nice D. George passes to Teague. Down low. Jefferson's shot is off. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And George kicks to Young. Ellis dishes to Teague. Screen by Young. Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Indiana again missing.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Chicago calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Kerr against Ellis, and the pass to Gregory. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Now here's Teague. And Young kicks to George. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 17. The feed now to Kerr. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his third foul of the game. Pacers on defense. There's the screen. Kerr, the pass to Sally. Clock at 6. Here's Gregory, and he lays it straight in. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
I do not have a total on that, partner, but it seems to be too many if I were to count. The only number you really need to look at, though, is the scoreboard, and that gives you all the info you need.
Kerr against Ellis. And here's Kerr. Pass to Wennington. Shot on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pacers trailed by 17. Ellis kicks to Young. It's good.
Well, that's a really solid decision by Ellis to throw the ball over to the open teammate, showing off his unselfishness there.
Here is Kerr. Passes it to Gregory. Here's Sally. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Al Jefferson.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And the first one drops. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Young. Robinson comes in for George. And Stevenson's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Brooks in for T. And the Pacers call time here. They're losing by 17. 104 left in the fourth. It's picked off. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Kerr. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Now Stevenson. Screen by Jefferson. Got a piece of it. Here's Wennington, defended by Jefferson. And there's the pass to Bush. Sally, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. First free throw is good. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Jefferson. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Brooks outside. "20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Stevenson against Kerr. Shot clock at 5. Outside Robinson from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was... Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. We've got the Brooklyn Nets and the Chicago Bulls. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Trevor Booker, also Brook Lopez out there. Jeremy Lin is out there with LeVert, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Lopez, a screen on Harper. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. There's the feed to Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Up the floor. And Rodman gets it to go. Rodman's got the first points up on the board for Chicago.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Off the pick. And the basket by Kilpatrick.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Screen by Longley. Outside Pippen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rodman. Pass to Longley. Harper dishes to Jordan. Knocks down the 10-footer.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Booker is screen on Harper. Pass to Kilpatrick. Shoots the 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Harper with the ball, and it's Lin picking him up. And there's a whistle that goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. It's Pippen on the wing, defended by Lin. Lin against Pippen. Pippen, 6 to shoot. A 3 ball and out of bounds. Does the Nets gain possession? Lin with it. Out left to the wing. A wide open look here for Lopez. Offensive rebound. And the basket is good. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Longley with it. Harper kicks to Rodman. Passes it to Jordan. He dishes it to Pippen. To the middle, Harper. From the low block. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from Lin. From 11 feet away, another one falls for Brooklyn.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Now Harper. To the inside. The shot's good from Rodman. Rodman's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
Here's Kilpatrick after Dennis Rodman's bucket there. Here's Lopez. Lopez with another miss.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Outside Rodman. Here's Jordan, and it's blocked. Here's LeVert, guarded by Pippen.
Nice to meet you. I'm Picky.
LeVert's got 5 now.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Yeah, and as a secondary option and a complementary player for them, I mean, he can guarantee he'll be involved later on if he keeps knocking down those shots here in the first quarter.
The Nets with the lead. Down low. Here's Lopez, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
The big fella, Lopez, able to weather the hit and make it happen.
The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Harper, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here is Lynn looking for his first basket still in this one. To the inside. Lopez goes back up. It's deflected. Outside Jordan. He feeds it to Rodman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. He has 6. On the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. So do you guys think their shooting will play as important a role as the coach made it sound?
It usually does. And for them to have that success shooting the basketball, I think it's going to be all about creating those high-quality chances.
Which means they need constant movement off the ball and crisp passing. I mean, that's the way you get good looks.
Here's Lynn following the basket by Michael Jordan. Outside, Lynn. Back to Booker. For 3. Lopez, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And finished off by Longley.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Harper. Pippen's got his first 2 points of the night.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Yep, one goes. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Defense really unable to stop it. Lopez very dangerous from that spot.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Dennis Rodman. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen. And Kerr subbed in for Harper.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Chicago leading. Outside, Kukoc. 14 feet away. The shot by Jordan, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
to the paint. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Here's Goodwin. That one wide left.
Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's the screen. Kerr the pass to Wennington. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Kicks to Kukoc. Play on the clock. A three. Second chance shot with the clock winding down with 1 on the clock. The pass to Wennington. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Lopez with the bucket.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Kerr kicks to Jordan. Picked him clean.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Lopez. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Simpkins. Here's Kukoc. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Lopez.
And you go beyond the stats, and Lopez has been a real presence inside on the offensive end in this one.
Ball stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Whitehead. And the shot is long. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. The layup off target.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
First quarter wrapping up here. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
We've got Kerr. Simpkins is out there with Rodman. Then it's Tony Kukoc, and it's Gregory in at the point guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now, here's Goodwin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Rodman sends a screen. Kerr dishes to Rodman. Kukoc passes to Simpkins. The 9-foot shot. And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Pass to Gregory. It's picked off. Here's Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Goodwin. Shoots from 12. Good. He hits the jump shot. Goodwin's got his first 2 points. Outside, Kukoc. Rodman sets a screen. Puts up a three. Kukoc can't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dinwiddie kicks to Goodwin. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Charlotte.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Luke Longley's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Kerr. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Lynn.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Rodman dishes to Kukoc. From 15 feet away, here's Longley. The 7-2 Luke Longley cleaning up the mess inside.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Nets trailed by 5. Booker with the screen for Lynn. Off the screen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now the Bulls with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Kukoc can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bulls leading by 3. It's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Lynn. Pass to LeVert. Hamilton with a screen on Pippen. LeVert the pass to Hamilton. Right wing. Clock at 4. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
We know Brook Lopez is a great post scorer, but he can shoot it too. Growing up with big brothers, he said, I had to score somehow, and it was easier to play outside. I was out on the wing a lot in high school running the floor. I had to adapt. Kevin, it's hard to picture him on the wing now, but he's comfortable out there.
Yeah, but he brings that skill level, DA. You can see that. Thank you. Pippen with the steal. Dishes to Kukoc. They grab their own miss. Here's Rodman. Longley passes to Greg. The tray. And it's Lynn with the rebound. Nets trailed by 7. Hamilton sets a screen for Lynn. Got a hand on it. The dish to Rodman. Here's Kukoc. 6 on the shot clock. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Timeout called the Nets.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Booker. And it's Whitehead in for LeVert. That one drops for him. Hamilton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Just absolute domination in this one for Rodman. He has 8 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The Nets working the ball around now. Kilpatrick passes to Hamilton. Lynn kicks to Lopez. The 11-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Longley, a screen on Lynn. Harper with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pippen. And again, Chicago. No good. Nets trailed by 8. Outside, Lynn passes it to Whitehead. Misses the 3. There's the steal. To the middle. Nice shot by Hamilton. Hamilton's got 6 points.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Inside, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Harper. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now here's Jordan. He's got 10 and finished off by Longley.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. There's Lynn with the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Chicago leading. Harper dishes to Jordan. To the paint. It's intercepted. Here's Whitehead. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Rodman's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Pippen kicks to Rodman. Screen by Longley. Rodman passes to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 12.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
And here we go. Goes up and slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now here's Lynn. He's got 5. Lopez outside. Fires the 3. And it's Lopez again missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kerr comes in for Pippen.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Here's Whitehead, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Simpkins, he's checked in for Longley. The Nets have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. Now the pass to Simpkins. He kicks it to Harper. To the paint, Wennington. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Pass to Whitehead. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Booker. Here's Lopez on the money from 12 feet away. Lopez has got 15 points.
It's really hard to bother Lopez on his jumpers. I mean, he's just so big, and he has a pretty high release point, too.
Inside. Jordan, the pass to Wennington.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Dinwiddie kicks to Lopez. And it's Lopez again missing.
You know, the right thing there to try.
And so we wrap up the... Second half about to start here in just a few moments. Nice game, great performance by Brook Lopez.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, fronting, doubling, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Brook Lopez, LeVert out there with Booker. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kilpatrick in at the shooting guard position. That shot off the mark. And the Bulls going the other way now. It's Pippen on the wing. Takes the 13-footer. Count that bucket. Pippen's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Back to Lin. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the dunk by Jordan.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
With the floater. And there's the nice layup by Lin. Lin's got 7 points.
Even with the defense all over him, Lin buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, you gotta like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
Pass to Kilpatrick. They grab their own miss. Nets passing it around. And the layup is good. Kilpatrick's got his third basket of the night.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Rodman. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Kilpatrick passes to Booker. Here's Lopez. Jordan with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with Ribbon.
And finished off by Longley.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, a great for the defense. That was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
And I don't blame them. They weren't going to be able to do anything about that one anyway, so discretion, the better part of valor there.
Bulls making a switch here. Wennington's checked in. Lopez, a screen on Jordan. Lin kicks to Lopez. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got 6 assists in the game.
You can see the precision passing of Lin on full display there. So talented at running the pick and roll and getting the ball over to his man.
Rodman kicks to Jordan. And that one, good. Jordan's got 18 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Lopez, a screen on Harper. Lopez outside to the wing on the left. Passes to Kilpatrick. Taken away in transition. Here come the Bulls.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now the pass to LeVert. Launches it. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jordan the pass to Wennington. And stolen by Booker. Here's Kilpatrick. Now Lynn. He's got 7. Lopez a screen. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Jordan. He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's 19 points for Brook Lopez.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Lynn following the basket by Michael Jordan. Lopez a screen on Jordan. Booker outside.
ZZZZ.
Pass to LeVert from downtown. Cranes the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Outside Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And it's Kilpatrick missing. Chicago leading by 12. Pippen kicks to Jordan. There's the feed to Harper. Here's Pippen. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lopez a screen. Lynn from long range. Rebounded by Wennington.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Nets trail by 12. Booker a screen on Jordan. Shot off the pick. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 21 points for Brook Lopez. Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Now here's Kukoc. Down low, knocks it loose. Almost, but it rolls out. Kukoc has gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Dinwiddie. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lopez, no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. Well, Lopez has been great. He has 23 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Kukoc. He has 6. Passes it to Wennington. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Whitehead passes to Goodwin, and then Goodwin with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so here is Chicago. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Kukoc has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Whitehead. Sweet little floater. Whitehead's got 8 points.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there. No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago leading by 9. Kerr kicks to Jordan. To the paint. And finished off by Longley.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Brooklyn with the ball. Dinwiddie dishes to Booker. Off target from three-point range.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Bulls getting the bucket. To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Up around 80% for his career, Lopez more than comfortable earning his points at the charity stripe.
The Nets have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. So he gets them both. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. To the inside and stolen by Booker. Whitehead passes to Lopez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lopez has got 14 points here in the second half. Chicago leading by 9. And here's Kerr. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kukoc kicks to Jordan. Screen by Longley. There's the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Whitehead. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Longley. Good D by Booker. Here's Dinwiddie. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And the final period of play just about to start. Nets trail by 7. Kerr out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Kukoc. Then there's Longley. And it's Simpkins, and it's the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's LeVert. Off target from outside. Outside, Kukoc. There's the pick. He dishes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Another shot. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Chicago making a switch here. Odman's checked in. Here is Kerr. Outside, Rodman. Left side, Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 7. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's Goodwin missing.
Or the pick, and with that weak screen, I use that term loosely. He had nothing to spring him open. It was ineffective.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ron Harper, he's checked in for the Bulls. Goodwin with the steal. Jordan dishes to Harper. He feeds it to Kukoc. Here's Longley, and finished off by Longley.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Harper. Kicks it to Rodman. 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan. And good. He nails it. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Pedal to the metal, Greg, is his style. He's got his foot on it, and he's not letting up.
Here's Kilpatrick. Lopez a screen. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Chicago leading by 9. Right side, Jordan drops one in from the wing. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a nice touch that time from Michael Jordan.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Kukoc. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Here's Pippen, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Harper the pass to Longley. Outside for Jordan. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's LeVert, guarded by Pippen. Lets it go from 11. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Outside, Rodman. Inside, here's Jordan, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 26 points and also 3 steals.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
First one falls for Jeremy Lin. He's checked in for Dinwiddie. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Booker a screen on Jordan. Here's Lin. Booker with no one around. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got 9 assists now tonight. The Bulls leading by 5. Harper with the ball. To the paint. It's deflected. And stolen by Booker. Here's Kilpatrick. Feeds to Lopez. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Rodman. Harper kicks to Pippen. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trailed by 5. Dishes it to Lynn. Here's Lopez. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Now the Bulls with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Rodman dishes to Jordan. Baseline J on the way. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of block shots tonight.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Chicago leading by 3. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Back to Pippen. Down low, Longley. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. He's got 21.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And, you know, they've needed every one of those shots he's made, Greg. He's kept them in the ball game here.
And it's Kilpatrick missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Longley can't get it to go. Nets trailed by 5. Lynn kicks to Booker. Inside, here's LeVert, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Good on both. The Bulls leading by 3. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Back to Pippen. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
So it's Chicago now, following the bucket by the Nets. Harper kicks to Jordan. And here they come. Shoots it up. And it's Kilpatrick missing. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Jordan. Pippen for 3. And it's Pippen again missing. Here's LeVert. Let's keep it alive. Lynn against Jordan. Lopez, a screen on Harper. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Longley, and finished off by Longwood.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Lopez.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Harper kicks to Jordan. And it goes down 2 points. Jordan's got 31 points.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And so here is Chicago, following the miss by Brook Lopez.
Such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
So it's Chicago now, following the miss by Brook Lopez. To the paint. They swipe it. Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Harper. Kilpatrick passes to Lynn. Lopez against Swanley. And the basket is good. And that's 38 points for Brook Lopez.
The big fella, Brook Lopez, coming up with a gigantic fourth quarter score.
To the middle. A fadeaway. Jordan's shot is off. Now the dish to Lynn. He kicks it to Lopez. 7-foot shot, and that one hits back iron. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws, and they'll retain possession. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Kilpatrick passes to Lopez. Lynn from long range. The shot, no good. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They didn't make it everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Ready, gentlemen?
It's the
Ready?
Chicago Bulls facing the Indiana Pacers. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Rodman. Then there's Pippen. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Brooklyn Nets. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And both free throws good for Pippen. On defense, Chicago. Now Teague. It's George on the wing. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Did you know you can pet me? Check out the Pet Cafe.
Outside Jordan, pass to Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the finish.
Rodman sets a screen. The pass to Longley. Shoots from the block. Pacers with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And here's Pippen following Monte Ellis's 3.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Teague kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Ellis. Turner with the screen. Young outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Pippen, the pass to Harper. Screen by Longley. Rodman kicks to Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Indiana. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nate McMillan.
Kevin, he said they need a huge effort from their bigs tonight to avoid losing all 4 games this season. He said we can make an impact in the paint and provide a deterrent with our shot blocking, but it's also important we run shooters off of that 3-point line.
2 shots, gentlemen.
There's a fine balance there. Kevin, we'll see if they can do that tonight. Back to you.
All right, David. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, I think for a team that has the ability to control a game with its defense, that's where I would expect the focus to be.
And that's exactly right. I mean, if they're going to play to their strengths, they should be pouring a lot of effort into their defense. I think coach is coming into this one with the right mindset.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Indiana leading. Teague kicks to Turner. They set the pick. Pass to Teague. Off the screen. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Paul George. Rodman sets a screen. Outside Harper. Outside Jordan. There's the triple. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They got to watch out, Clark. Those kind of defensive lapses early in the game can start to snowball for a team.
Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Young on the follow.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
Here's Harper. Outside Pippen. To the middle. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Thaddeus Young.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Chicago trailing here. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Shot, high post, and again it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 7 points in the game. Jordan's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Feeds it to Turner. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Chicago with the ball. Outside Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Bulls pick up 2. Turner with a screen on Jordan. And Miles kicks to Young. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the inside. Here's Longley. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Miles the pass to Ellis. Fires the 3. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by Ellis.
Perfect arc on the long ball from Miles. And his form is textbook perfect.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Al Jefferson's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Chicago also making some changes. Simpkins, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And Kerr's subbed in for Ron Harper. Rodman with a screen on Ellis. Jordan. That one doesn't go. And Indiana will come the other way. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. It's stolen by Kerr. In transition, here come the Bulls. And a wide open look for Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall. And here are the Pacers now. Indiana moving it around. No one near Turner as he lets it go. A second chance effort. Kukoc grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Rodman. Soft touch off the glass.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Teague dishes to Jefferson. Turner with the screen. Jefferson gets the bucket.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Indiana making some changes. Glenn Robinson, the 3rd, is checked in for Miles Turner. And Stevenson comes in for Ellis. And it's Brooks in for Teague. Now, here's Stevenson. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Inside and finished off by Robinson.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
Jordan the pass to Kerr. Outside Kukoc. Pass to Simpkins. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Miles. Stevenson with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Fades away. And Rodman showing off his athleticism with a great putback slam.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Jefferson, and it's blocked. Now, here's Kerr. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now here's Jefferson. And Miles kicks to Brooks. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago leading, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about that good look by Jordan on that one?
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Chicago with the ball, following the three-pointer by Lance Stevenson. Here's Gregory, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 3.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Brooks kicks to Stevenson. It's deflected. And here's Kukoc. Puts up a 3. And Stevenson grabs the board. In the corner, it's Robinson. He dishes it to Miles. But they'll get another chance. Screen by Jefferson. It's stolen. A 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's Brooks. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know,
and off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Long lay out there with Bill Wennington. Then it's Kukoc. Then it's Pippen. And it's Gregory in at the foul.
really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Outside Pippen. Here's Kukoc. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Kukoc just got his first 2 points. T kicks to Jefferson. Inside. Goes up at the stripe. Young's shot is off. Chicago leading by 3. The pass to Gregory. Kukoc against George. Outside Kukoc. There's the triple. And it's Kukoc again missing. Stevenson dishes to T. Kicks to Jefferson. Pippen with the steal. Here's Gregory, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. The Bulls have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Ellis comes in for Lance Stevenson. And the Bulls making a change also. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Tony Kukoc. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3-and-D and 4 out and 1 in, some say the post-up is a lost art. That makes Al Jefferson a throwback player. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket post-move player. Just stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. Here's Ellis. The Bulls getting the bucket. Teague can't hit. Jordan inside. Teague covering. Jordan can't get it to go. Pacers trailed by 4. Teague the pass to Ellis. Screen by Young. Ellis kicks to Teague. Lets it fly. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Pippen. He's got 6. Screened by Longley. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Offensive rebound. Longley. There's big Luke Longley cleaning things up inside.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. And George kicks to Turner. The kick out to Young. No good on the 3. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Pippen. It's Chicago with another bucket. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's Turner, and it's blocked. Here's Jordan, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Now, here is George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ellis kicks to Young. Clock at 6 to stop the run. It's stolen by Rodman. Here's Longley. It's Jordan on the wing, defended by Young. Harper dishes to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Takes the 3. Moves back up. Rodman doing what he does best on the offensive glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Teague kicks to Turner. Shoots a fader. It's deflected. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Turner. He's got 5. Turner with the screen. 6 to shoot. George, that's a two-pointer, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Rodman with a screen on Brooks. Harper, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ellis outside. Brooks outside. Looking to end the drought. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss
Welcome,
a wide open
Restream,
shot
but
like that right in your wheelhouse.
Jordan the pass to Harper. Screen by Longley. Back to Harper. The three. They get the rebound. And finished off by Longley.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. There's the dish to Turner. Here's Ellis. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. Ellis has got 7 points.
Man, I like the way Ellis does not back away from working his magic in the paint. I mean, he's a crafty finisher who knows how to score from a lot of angles inside.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the Pacers call time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Young. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for George. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Ellis. Outside, Rodman. Here's Harper. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Bulls have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that one falls for Harper.
At the line for the Bulls,
Both good from the line that time. Pacers trailed by 14. Brooks right side. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Steve Kerr. Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And both free throws good for Brooks. The Bulls leading by 12. Kerr. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
Chicago ball.
Here's Chicago. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Beyond the arc. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's the feed to Brooks. Back to Stevenson. Leans, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jefferson.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
You got this, Ed.
Brooks with it. A steal, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Pacers trail by 12. Now off the inbound, Stevenson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Simpkins. He's got 6. Here's Robinson. Rodman with the rebound. Rodman's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. He kicks to Jefferson. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Robinson against Kukoc. They set the screen. Back to Kerr for the 3. That one, no good. That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 8. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He's got 13 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always. With his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
The second half just about to get going here. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers, George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Monte are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the center position. Pacers trail by 11. Now Teague. Young, a screen on Jordan. George against Pippen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George dishes to Turner. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harper the pass to Pippen. To the inside. And finished off by Longley.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The Bulls leading by 11. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Paul George with the steal. And it's Young at the elbow. Here's Turner. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Turner's got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers. Jordan kicks to Rodman. Screen by Longley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Young. Down low. Here's Turner. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
It's stolen by Teague. Inside, here's Young. Another miss by Young.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Harper dishes to Pippen. Right side, Jordan. Back to Pippen. 5 on the clock. For 3. But they recover it. Passes to Harper. Bulls moving the ball around and finished off by Longley.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
For Indiana, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Nice to meet you.
Solid outing
I'm
for Turner.
Pick You.
He's got 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And so here is Chicago. They've led by as many as 14 points to the middle and finished off by Longley.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Turner kicks to Teague. Turner with a screen for Teague. Here's Young. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Thaddeus Young. He's got a good, strong body. He's athletic. He's long, good timing. And, boy, he's got the motor you like to see in persisting after rebound.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Here's Gregory. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
They set the pick. Young, a screen on Jordan. Turner with the screen. A shot by George, wide open. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Rodman sets a screen. Down low. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
George passes to Teague. Screen by Young. Teague dishes to George. And again, it's the Pacers from Teague.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pippen kicks to Jordan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Indiana making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Young. Robinson is subbed in for Ellis. Chicago also making some changes. Wennington is checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Kerr is subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Now, here is George. He has 6. Here's Miles. Got a hand on it. And here's Kerr. Here's Kukoc, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
Simpkins, he's checked in for the Bulls. Robinson passes to T. He feeds it to Miles. There's a good screen. Count that one. That's now 8 points for George.
George is outstanding in his decision-making off picks. He knows when to shoot and when to pass.
Pass to Simpkins. Here's Jordan. Second chance effort. Wennington with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 9.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Al Jefferson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. The shot's good from Jordan.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's George. 8 points for him. Jefferson, a screen on Kukoc. With the teardrop. No good on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jordan dishes to Kukoc. Fades and shoots. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And Stevenson's checked in for Indiana. Brooks comes in for T. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Rodman, he's checked in for Wennington. And the basket by Stevenson.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Robinson against Kukoc. To the middle. Here's Simpkins. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Simpkins got 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities. It's been a solid outing for Stevens. He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Ellis, he's checked in for Indiana. Now, here's Kerr. To the inside. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. He has 7.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Pacers trail by 12. Stevenson kicks to Robinson. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Rodman. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Stevenson kicks to Robinson. Screen by Jefferson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And finished off by Jefferson.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Ellis, the pass to Jefferson. Here's Stevenson. Kukoc with the defensive effort.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Stolen by Stevenson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Jefferson, and that one good. Jefferson's got 10.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Kerr with it, feeds to Jordan. No good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. And the final period of play just about to start. Pacers trailed by 10. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there at Tony Kukoc. Then it's Curry. Then there's Longley. And it's Harper in at point guard. Now here's Curry. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Puts it up from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop. Harper's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Bulls.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Stevenson drives in. Goes back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Been a nice game here for Young. 12 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
He's off on the second. The Bulls leading by 11. Harper kicks to Kerr. They set the pick. Stolen by Stevenson. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Stevenson with the ball.
One of the things you like about Paul George is that he's really elevated his game each year he's been in the league. He's a go-to scorer. He's an outstanding defender. And he's excellent now as the leader of the team, really growing into that leadership role. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here's Pippen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. George with the defensive effort. Stevenson outside. Teague kicks to Stevenson. He dishes it to Young. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, I tell you what, Thaddeus Young finding a nice little groove here, and when that's the case, hey, if you're his teammates, make sure he gets the rock.
Now, here's Kerr. Here's Longley. Free throw, good, Longley. Both free throws good from Longley. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Stevenson outside. Turner with a screen on Kerr. Shot off the pick. Second chance shot. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. That free throw good from Turner.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
Here's Harper. Here's Pippen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Bulls lead by 8. Pippen's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Here's Turner. Turner missing again.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And Steve Kerr, true from outside.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
You know, Greg, I like the aggressiveness there. I don't care what the lead is. I mean, that's a shot he should be taking if the defense is going to give it to him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Now, here's Kerr. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Pippen kicks to Kukoc. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now, here's George. The pass to Young. To halt the run. But he stays with it. Outside Teague. Inside. Here's Turner. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And I like the aggressiveness that Turner plays with for such a young guy. It's proven to be beneficial in helping him draw fouls.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Jordan, he's checked in for Kerr.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Teague kicks to Stevenson. Young outside, takes the three. Indiana again missing.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Just one moment where Young catches you the wrong way, and he'll find his way to the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. The Pacers making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. And he's good on the second. Now Jordan kicks it to Harper. It's Pippen on the wing. Here's Kukoc. Pippen. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Pacers trailed by 14. Teague kicks to Young. Dishes it to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Turner. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside, Kukoc. Here's Longley. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, and they are demoralized now, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
Teague kicks to Turner. Outside, George. And he lays it straight in. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
And George really eats up opportunities to score inside because he's so creative in how many ways that he can score close to the basket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Teague kicks to Young. Outside, George. Inside, Turner. And it's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Outside for Jordan. The dish out to Harper. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you could see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now here's Jordan. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Screen by Longley. No good on the triple.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Longley. Second shot opportunity, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jefferson's checked in for Turner. And Chicago also making a switch. Rodman's checked in. Now, here is George. Inside, it's tipped. And Young kicks to George. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-7 run. Harper kicks to Rodman. Screened by Longley. Here's Jordan. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Jordan's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Outside Teague. The feed to Jefferson. 13 feet away. Jefferson missing again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pippen a screen on George. Jordan with it. Picked up by Ellis. Teague against Harper.
2 minutes.
Left side, George. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Pippen. Rodman up top. Jordan dishes to Harper. 5 to shoot. Longley passes to Harper. Tries again. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Young. And Robinson III comes in for George. And it's Brooks in for Jeff Teague.
A lot of space right there.
ZZZZ.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Jordan. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that jugular.
They set the pick. And Miles kicks to Brooks. And again, it's Indiana converting. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Gregory, the pass to Simpkins. Down low. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Miles. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And Stevenson's checked in for the Pacers. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the inside, here's Gregory. Pacers with the rebound. The drive by Brooks. Robinson kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jefferson. Pass to Miles for the three. Miles with another miss. And so Chicago takes this one. And by a... Welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and Chicago. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Parker and Monroe together inside. Terry is out there with Brogdon. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. Harper kicks to Rodman. The pass to Jordan. Milwaukee with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. His big point of emphasis was that they have to be smarter at the offensive end. He thought both of the losses were due to poor decision-making, missing the open man, getting baited into taking bad shots. He feels at their best, they have to have high percentage scoring opportunities and finish strong. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
And Chicago has possession. Pippen kicks to Harper. Right side, Jordan. Rodman sets a screen. Here's Pippen. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Antetokounmpo dishes to Terry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Left side, Terry. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Jordan. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Which is exactly why they better start D'ing him up before he really gets ahead of steam up. That's the idea. Shut him down before he gets going.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pippen against Antetokounmpo. To the paint, deflects the pass. Parker with the steal. Passes it to Brogdon. From the arc, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Brogdon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Pippen, outside Rodman. To the middle, Jordan the pass to Longley. Back to Jordan. Screen by Longley. Takes the three. The shot by Jordan, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Parker kicks to Terry. Pass to Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Monroe with a screen on Pippen. Stolen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Harper. And the Bulls get it back. Jordan score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo against Pippen. Antetokounmpo dishes to Terry. Monroe the pass to Terry. Got a piece of it. Jordan kicks to Harper. It's Pippen on the wing. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee in the lead. He dishes it to Terry. Intercepted. Terry against Harper. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Ron Harper. And it's 8 points for Michael.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Down low, here's Longley, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. On offense here, the Bucks. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Good on the second free throw. Chicago trailing here. Outside Pippen to the inside. Off the pick. Takes it up and lays it in.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And defenders have to be really cautious when defending Parker. I mean, he's an incredible athlete who doesn't mind physicality.
The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Bulls making a switch here. 2 coaches checked in. Here's Longley.
MJ finding his man right there.
The Bucks trail. Terry outside. They set the screen. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
And Antetokounmpo just, I mean, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. I mean, he really moves that ball on offense.
Here's Longley. Shoots from the right block. Another one falls for Chicago. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo kicks to Terry. The Bucks working the ball around, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Bulls, Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Akers checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Jason Terry. Over to the wing. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Jordan outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Hard to disrupt or shake Middleton when he's in the zone. I mean, doesn't matter who's guarding it. He's still going to get his shot up and down.
Now here's Kerr. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo against Kukoc. Here's Brogdon. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Brogdon's got his second bucket of the night. Bulls trailed by 3. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Pass to Simpkins. To the middle. It's deflected. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Middleton. The pass to Brogdon. Free throw line jump shot. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Kerr. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. There's Brogdon. He's got 5. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He tries for 3. The rebound by Simpkins. It's stolen by Maker. The shot's good. And the Bucks lead by 5. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Middleton for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look for Milwaukee. Booker comes in for Parker, and Tony Snell subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Gregory, the pass to Kukoc. Middleton against Kerr. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. They need this one. Simpkins, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Snell from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Kukoc. And he can't bank that one in. Middleton outside. It's stolen. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Hits the target from 18 feet.
I mean, no one really near him, but still he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
Here's Brogdon. 5 points in the game.
Check out the Pando Pet Cafe to play with me.
Middleton outside. 1 second left. It's good. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the deep.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Booker out there with Maker. Then there's Tony Snell. And there's Terry. And it's Middleton in at the 2 guard. Maker dishes to Terry. Middleton up top. Here's Maker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bulls trailed by 8. Dishes it to Kerr. Here's Pippen. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's Middleton. He feeds it to Maker. Back to Middleton. It's stolen by Kerr. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Simpkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Bucks leading by 6. Middleton outside. Back to Terry. 13 feet away. And that one hits back iron. Gregory, the pass to Pippen. Off target from 3-point range. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Middleton has become an elite help defender, but he's soft-spoken. He's become more vocal on the court, and that is not by coincidence. You know, Jared Dudley told me this story a couple of years ago that Coach Kidd told Dudley during practice, stop talking. I want Middleton to talk. And now Middleton's communication is taken off. Coach Kidd said his communication is something that never comes up. When you're looking at his growth, it's not just his game, but his leadership that is taken off. Evan?
Thanks, D.A. He's truly a great two-way player. A terrific find for Milwaukee.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Some changes for Chicago. Longley comes in for Simpkins. And it's Jordan in for Kerr. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Monroe's checked in. On defense, Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pippen with the steal. Now the feed to Jordan.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Milwaukee making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Indiana. Kicks it to Jordan. Rodman against Booker. Rodman dishes to Pippen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the line for him here. And the Bulls making a change here. Harper's checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Monroe, and he comes up with the deuce. Monroe's got 6 points.
And that persistence from Monroe, wow, his stick-with-it attitude really is what allows him to get these chances down low.
Rodman kicks to Jordan. Shoots from 8. Stolen by Middleton. Terry outside. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Terry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Jordan the pass to Pippen. Pulls up on the wing. Good on the jump shot. Terry with it. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Booker. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's Terry. And it's good. Up through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Screen by Longley. Here's Pippen. Pippen missing again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Parker sets the screen for Terry. Puts up a three, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Terry.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up, and he couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
For three, Pippen. And it's Pippen again missing. Milwaukee leading by 12. Antetokounmpo dishes to Terry. Feeds it to Middleton. Here's the three. That shot no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Again. The miss by Pippen.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's Monroe at the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Monroe's got 4 points this quarter. Outside Pippen. Rodman sets a screen. Pippen kicks to Rodman. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Monroe at the elbow. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak. Matter of fact, I'd love to just call him the Greek Freak if I could. Is a matchup issue for any defense. I mean, he's a guy who literally and really can play any position on the floor.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Rodman. The Bucks also with the sub. Ogden's checked in. Pippen kicks to Kukoc. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Scottie Pippen. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 15-6 run. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Jordan. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Kukoc. Again, Chicago. Now, Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. A floater. Parker with no one around. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Brogdon. He has 5. The dish now to Middleton. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. For the 3. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Akers check in for Monroe. And Tony Snell subbed in for Chris Middleton. So he gets them both. Here's Antetokounmpo. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Brogdon the pass to Parker. In the corner, Snell with it from outside the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kukoc dishes to Jordan. Outside Harper. Longley, a screen on Parker. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Just 5 on the clock. The 3, Pippen. It's good from long range. Pippen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Jordan against Antetokounmpo. Harper kicks to Pippen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bulls?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
6 to shoot. Snell, the pass to Parker. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Bucks lead by 3.
That's just really outstanding confidence from Parker. I mean, the defense hardly having any time to react when he's skying for the jumper as soon as he gets the pass. Quickly getting into a shot after he catches.
That one goes in. Kukoc has got 6.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Parker passes to Brogdon, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Jordan at the elbow. No good on the buzzer beater.
And Parker is just an extremely long player, a guy who really works his behind.
And a pretty tightly contested. Back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
We'll just take a look at what Jordan's done tonight. 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
They've got Pippen. Jordan is up there with Harper. Then it's Longley. And it's Rodman in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Parker outside. Bucks passing it around. Offline with his 3. Chicago trailing here. Open for 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Now here's Terry. Parker outside. Passes it to Brogdon. Outside Terry. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harper dishes to Pippen. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Longley for the lead. A rebound by the Bucks. Parker's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the dunk by Parker.
And when and if you allow Parker to get to the basket, I mean, you risk seeing him punch it right in your mug. I mean, his athletic ability is deceptive, but it's real.
Pippen kicks to Rodman. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Gregory, the pass to Wennington. The rebound by Brogdon.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Pass to Parker. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Gregory, the pass to Bushley. Got a piece of it. To the inside. From 10 feet out, Wennington. Pass to Gregory. Here's Wennington. Here's Kerr. And that one goes long. Bucks leading by 7. Terry dishes to Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Gregory. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Parker fires. Misses off the right iron. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Gregory, the pass to Bushley. Passes it to Gregory. Six to shoot. To the middle. Shot to end this cold run. The shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Sally against Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Goes up to the stripe. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Tries again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Simpkins, he's checked in for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Bushley. The Bucks also changing it up. Akers checked in for Monroe. Trevor Booker comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Middleton subbed in for Brogdon. And again, the Bucks miss. Bulls trailed by 5. And here's Kerr. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Wennington. He dishes it to Kukoc. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Parker. Goes back up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Bulls. Great D that time from Middleton.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, It makes it real hard to score on him.
Dishes to Terry, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Bulls trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The drive by Jordan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That sends Michael Jordan to the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Bulls have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Milwaukee leading by 3. Bucks passing it around. A nice shot by Booker.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
ZZZZ.
Kerr with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's the screen. To the inside. Shoot from 12. That doesn't go either for Jordan. And Middleton kicks to Terry. Here's Snell. He feeds it to Middleton. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Maker. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Outside Jordan. There's the 3. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
The Bulls making a switch here. Rodman's checked in. Terry kicks to Middleton. Now the feed to Snell. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Rodman kicks to Jordan. Can they get it? And the shot goes in. Jordan's got 17.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Pedal to the metal, Greg, is his style. He's got his foot on it, and he's not letting up.
Here's Snell. 6 points for him. Booker with the screen for Middleton. Shoots from 12. Here's Maker. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Maker's got 5 points now this quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Maker. In the corner, Middleton with it. Now, here's Maker. Tight defense on him. Here's the screen. Booker with the screen for Terry. Snell dishes to Maker. 4 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Bulls trailed by 10. Jordan the pass to Kerr. Now here's Kukoc. He's covered closely. Here's Simpkins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Thon Maker. For Chicago, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. Chicago making some changes. Pippen's checked in for Jordan. And it's Harper in for Kerr. Bucks leading by 9. Terry kicks to Snell. Back to Terry. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 10 points for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pippen dishes to Kukoc. Right side Harper. Back to Kukoc. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Luke Longley's checked in for Simpkins. The Bucks also with the sub. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jason Terry. Brogdon the pass to Middleton, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, Middleton is really dangerous on the drive. He often gets to the rim in a heartbeat and forces defenders to end up fouling him.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls, and Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Middleton hits them both. Bulls trailed by 13. Pippen kicks to Kukoc. Feeds to Rodman. Lets it go. And again, Chicago. No good. Middleton outside. Pass to Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down low, Maker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Harper. Second shot opportunity. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. The Bulls have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. So he comes up empty at the line. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason.
How is everyone?
Good D, good pull. Understand something, one shot, one.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Bucks leading by 14. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo and Parker are the wings. Trevor Booker is out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. Count that one. And that's 11 points for Jabari Parker.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Booker is screen on Pippen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Here's Brogdon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Longley.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce 2-hander.
Max force throwdown.
Poke loose. Kicks to Rodman. The dish to Pippen. Longley against Monroe. Longley down low. Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Screen by Monroe. Monroe sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Terry. Hits it from 3-point range.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
There's a screen. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And Antetokounmpo really, building on his shooting. That's impressive to see. No way the defense catches up to him when he's rising up right after he gets the pass. No way.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Longley. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Terry dishes to Monroe. The pass to Antetokounmpo, screened by Parker. Monroe with a screen on Kukoc. Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. The shot, no good. Bulls trailed by 18. Now here's Jordan. Passes it to Kukoc. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 6 rebounds in the game. Monroe sets a screen for Terry. Shoots a 3. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. Longley passes to Kukoc. Rodman with a screen on Terry. Outside, Rodman. A baseline J. Here's Longley. And another shot. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Rodman. And again, Chicago. No good. Bucks leading by 20. Antetokounmpo kicks to Terry. He dishes it to Parker. Monroe sets a screen for Parker. Pass to Brogdon. And stolen by Jordan. He feeds it to Kerr. And it's Steve Kerr knocking it down from long range.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Yep, it counts.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half. And that's exactly what they're doing. Well, Antetokounmpo in this one, he has 14 points and 4 assists.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, this kid is a remarkable athlete who knows how to put the ball in the basket. His offensive attack is really lethal. He's a special talent, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Poked away. Here's Brogdon. Here's the 3. Luke Longley grabs the miss. Kukoc from outside buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bucks leading by 19 points. Terry the pass to Monroe. To the paint. And here's Longley. And Jordan has it in the corner. Dishes it to Kerr. To the middle. Here's Longley. And finished off by Longley.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end. of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Parker kicks to Terry. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bulls trailed by 17. Outside, Kukoc. Pass to Longley. Bulls moving the ball around. 8 feet away to the paint. Jordan, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jordan's got 19 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The pass to Wennington. Lock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
It's Parker outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Chicago calls timeout.
Chicago timeout call.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going. Over with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And Greg Monroe is really good at positioning himself down low. I mean, he's definitely a threat to throw it down on you whenever he's near the basket.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Terry kicks to Monroe. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Passes it to Bushler. Off the screen. Rebounded by the Bucks. Monroe's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Terry kicks to Monroe. They set the pick. Screen by Monroe. Brogdon the pass to Monroe. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Sally. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker. That's good from Sally. Steve Kerr's checked in for Ron Harper. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Akers checked in for Monroe. Trevor Booker comes in for Jabari Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Rashad Vaughn in for Brogdon. Here's Gregory. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Maker. Jabari Parker comes in for Trevor Booker. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Tony Snell. And Brogdon subbed in for Rashad Vaughn. Here's Bushler. Gregory, the pass to Bushler. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wenningson, covered by Parker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of
I'm hungry.
Okay, guys, we're going to make a break and I will come back max in an hour.